Our current exhibit is called Ontario North, the Fredrick Hagan lithographs. And this is a traveling exhibition that was put together, circulated by the Art Gallery of Sudbury. The lithographs are from the first decade or so of Fredrick Hagan's career, so they're early lithographs. Primarily northern landscape, but a lot of them also include the people, the activities, things going on in the North in the 40s and 50s. Fredrick Hagan was maybe not totally a household name for most people, but he was an extremely important mid-century Canadian artist. He taught at the Ontario College of Art and Design in Toronto for many, many years, and prior to that, during the time that these lithographs were made, he actually taught at a boys' school in the area as well. He had a profound influence on the sort of next generation or couple of generations of Canadian artists. He himself was taught by a number of members of the Group of Seven, so he absorbed their influence. And then he transposed it into his own vision, which is really phenomenal.
The exhibit focuses on 37 lithograph prints produced by Hagan in Northern Ontario.
In the simplest form, it is a very, very time-consuming and complex process. But the simplest way of explaining it is it's based on the principle that oil and water repel each other. So, and I think you can see this quite clearly in Hagan's lithographs. They look like really beautiful charcoal or graphite or Conte drawings. So they're drawn on an extremely smooth surface, usually a stone, with a greasy crayon, and then the printing process involves, I mean, there's a lot of chemical processes involved first, but they use a greasy ink. They wet the stone down with water so that the ink stays away from the parts of the lithograph that are to stay white, and adheres to the parts where there was a greasy drawing, and then that's put through the press. And that's how the basic image is formed.
The Fredrick Hagan gift, Ontario Northworks, 1941 to 1953, will be on display at the Grimsby Public Art Gallery until October 13th. In Niagara, you're watching The Source.